bright, bright morning, sun gleaming down. I came tearing down, waited for the packages, and there they were, under the tree. Who knows? During the night, a great snow had fallen, covering the gritty remains of past snowfalls. And I was alone. My kid brother was still asleep. My mother and father were asleep in the bedroom. I looked at the packages. And there, under the tree, was a long, thin, flat package marked with my name. And it said, "From Santa." I ripped it open. My God, it was a BB gun. A Ryder BB gun. There was a package of babies with it. And a rolled up tube of targets at 5 o'clock in the morning. I put on my bathrobe. I pulled on my corduroy knickers, my goloshes, and I eased myself out into the cold, feeling the gun in my hand. I had a Red Ryder BB gun. The temperature was maybe 20 below zero. I trudged down the steps, barely discernible in the soft fluff, and now I stood in the clean air, ready to consummate my great, long, painful, ecstatic love affair. I had gotten a BB gun. Santa Claus had come through. Brushing the snow off the third step, I propped up a gleaming Red Ryder target, the black rings and bullseye standing out starkly against the snowy whiteness. Above the bullseye, Red Ryder watched me, his eyes following my every move. I backed off into the snow a good 20 feet, slammed the stock down onto my left kneecap, holding the barrel with my mittened left hand, flipped the mitten off my right hand, and hooking my fingers in the icy carbine lever, cocked my blue steel buddy for the first time. I heard the BB click into the chamber, the spring inside twanged sharply, and with a clunk she rested, taut, hard, and loaded, in my chapped, bluing hands. For the first time I sighted down over that cold barrel, the heart-shaped rear sight almost brushing my nose, and the blade of the front sight wavering back and forth, up and down, and finally coming to rest, sharply cutting the heart and laying dead on the innermost ring. Red Ryder didn't move a muscle, his Stetson flaring out above the target as he waited. Slowly I squeezed the frosty trigger back. For one instant I thought, what? It doesn't work. The BB gun doesn't work. We'll have to send it back. And then, crack! The gun jerked upward, and for a brief instant everything stood still. The target twitched, a tiny tick, and then a massive wallop. A gigantic slashing impact crashed across the left side of my face. My horn-rimmed glasses spun away from my head into the snowbank. For several seconds I stood stunned, not knowing what had happened. Warm blood trailing down over my cheek and onto the walnut stock of my Red Ryder 200-shot range model BB gun. My God, I was shot in the eye! I lowered the barrel convulsively. The target still stood. Red Ryder was unscratched. A ragged, uncontrolled tidal wave of pain, throbbing and singing, rocked my head. The ricocheting BB had missed my eye by maybe a quarter of an inch, and a long, angry, bloody welt extended from my cheekbone almost to my ear. It was divine retribution. Red Ryder had struck again. Another bad guy, gunned down. It was me. Frantically, I scrambled for my glasses, and then the most catastrophic blow of all, they were pulverized. My glasses were broken. I put the horn rims over on my nose. The front door creaked open. Just then, my mother looked out of the door and said, "Now be careful. Don't shoot your eye. Now be careful of your new BB gun." She hadn't seen yet. My eye was almost shot out. Oh, my God. And then she saw my broken glasses. She says, "How did you break your glasses?" I said, "An icicle fell off the roof. It bounced off the gun, and it bounced up and hit me." I began to cry, faking it at first. But then the shock and the fear took over. It was the real thing. She says, "Now, there, you're all right. It's just a little bump. You're lucky you didn't cut your eye. Those icicles can kill people, you know. You're really lucky. Hold this rag on it and don't wake your brother." I had faked it. I had pulled it off. I had convinced Mother. that the icicle had broken my glasses. But I knew I had shot my eye out. I learned something that day. Maybe they know something. They were right. And there I sat in the Horn and Hardart and sipped my coffee. Yes. I wondered whether Red Ryder was still dispensing retribution and frontier justice of old. Considering the number of kids I see with broken glasses, I suspect he is. Kids, you'll shoot your eye out. And that is the classic story from In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash, that we read every winter at the same time, every Christmas Eve. It's entitled Duel in the Snow, or Red Ryder Nails the Cleveland Street Kid. My God, there's something they know. Be careful. Have a good Christmas. I hope it worked out well. And watch your driving, Dad. Maybe they're right when they say don't drink and drive at the same time, in spite of the fact that you drive better after you've drunk. Right, kid? Shoot your eye out. Look out.